Hello, it's Zofia Mazur again, and today I would like to talk about polarization. I want to bring more understanding so you can ponder about what it is polarization. Before you will understand polarization, it's good to bring that understanding that I was talking before in my videos about relationship between body, mind, unconscious, conscious, and awareness. When you will understand more about that relationship, then you will understand that we are not only our mind, that there is something behind that mind, that it's conscious, that we have our mind. So if you will understand clearly that mind is part on me, then you will know that mind, it is like a hardware that has ability to remember and be programmed with many, many programs. So this is like something that it's hard to explain, because it's not really my hardware, my computer. I can compare, but much more powerful, unlimited memory. But if you won't accept that knowledge, you say, no, what are you talking about? I don't know what is consciousness. And when you won't accept, then you are acting only your mind, wherever it is in your mind. Why so many people have so many ideas? Why so many people have so many beliefs? Why so many people are differently with skills equipped? Why? Why is that? One group can be open-minded and knows that we are here to grow and learn. Another group might be stuck somewhere because they've got some information and they are stuck there. They are not questioning there. They are not allowing themselves to grow. So that group just living their life in mind. And another group is conscious, very conscious. I might say that probably, maybe, I am in that group. Very conscious what we are. And on the path of discovery. So I want to discover more about my consciousness. But without knowledge about unconscious, then I limit it as well. So that's why individually we can discover a lot individually. Because when we have understanding that we are not our mind, that we are conscious to have that mind to our disposition, then you will have slightly control over your mind. Why am I saying slightly? Because there is unconscious as well. And unconscious is affecting our mind. And we might not know what unconsciously were put in our mind, what kind of beliefs unconsciously went to our mind. And now I am affected by. So there is fun with it. If you assume that it is like enjoyable to discover more and more about yourself. If you have a lot of suppressed and repressed negative emotions and you are still in that old brain I mean, you are under the control of that reptile brain that was developed when we were learning how to survive, and you are not aware that there are levels of consciousness on the higher level, that those levels will give you more energy, power to live. And those levels are aligned with our health as well. When you even let yourself to consider, you don't have to believe right away, but let yourself to consider and start to exercise that on yourself. Start to use those emotional states consciously. Then, only then, you can prove to yourself about those levels. Then, only then, you can improve emotionally. If you let yourself to be stuck in any of those emotions, you're just stuck. You're just stuck. So, your reality is wherever you are stuck. You will see your reality, the world outside, through your emotional stuckness. And you will argue with me that that's the reality. Yes, you will argue to the end, some to the end of their lives, because they don't want to discover more about themselves. They don't want to discover more about consciousness. They don't want to discover that they have ability to grow. And this is our evolutionary path. We all on that evolutionary path. If you let yourself to understand that evolutionary path, then you will understand that part very clearly. Oh, that part is connected with my reptile brain. I don't want to act that part out because I understand that I can develop myself on the higher level of consciousness. And that's why that knowledge is so important. Why? Polarization is the proof that you are stuck. That's the polarization. If you are stuck, you are polarized. Here, in some of those energies. It feels like energy of that polarized emotional state is around you, and you can only see through that energy. That's probably the easiest way to explain that stuckness. Stuckness is in me, not in them. How do I see the world outside? It depends where I am on that evolutionary path. Knowing that we are consciousness and we can be connected with those levels of consciousness, knowing that I am the winner, because now I can work on it. I can experience personally. So you are not using my experience, you are using your own. You can experience on your own, and then you can prove to yourself, oh, I am experiencing right now fear. How do I feel when I am in fear? I am experiencing right now anger. How do I feel? So that's the very common patterns in those levels. Very common. And we all were there or are there. But when we are conscious, we can refuse to be connected with those levels. We can let go of those suppressed and oppressed energies that are in us, we can let them go. And we can let ourselves to develop here, because that's the success of life. That's the happiness that you are all the time craving for, right? Many people want to be happy, but they are stuck here. So it is impossible to be happy when you are in fear, in grief, apathy, anger, pride. How you can be happy? Those energies are not about your happiness. They are not beneficial. But we can experience absolutely those energies. But to be stuck, it means that we uploaded our mind with the programs connected with those levels. And we acting those levels out through our mind. So we are not conscious yet. We are unconscious. We are run unconsciously. So just know that to be conscious is to know that there is unconscious as well. And we are on the discovery what was programmed to my mind unconsciously, and now affecting my human being, my life. So polarization is nothing more than stuckness here. That's why I am polarized. People with open-mindedness, if they are leading their life here and they do understand consciously about those levels, they are not polarized. Many might not be even conscious that they're connected with those levels, but they know intuitively that's the way of life. They know. So now, knowing those levels, can you imagine how wonderful, how that discovery can change completely the view of your life, that you do have power over your life, and you don't have to be slave to your mind. You can use your mind, now you know that you do have power, and you don't have to be run unconsciously by the programs of your mind. So be on that discovery, be all the time. We are on that evolutionary path. Let yourself to grow, and don't let anyone, any leader, political leader, to polarize you. Because politicians, many of them right now, after their own personal power over you, over us, they don't care about the rest. And many are driven by energies of here. So they're very low. They are very low. And they might harm you on the end. So be aware. Know what is polarization. It is stuckness, to be here, somewhere here, that when you polarized, when you stuck and see the world through those levels of consciousness only, and you don't know yet that there are different levels that will set you free. Be aware, be aware. I hope that I was able to bring more info so you can start to use your mind consciously.